Let me explain about something that I had in my dragon's path, something that I could feel very well ever since the start of my life until now, but especially when I had my awakening, when the dragon has touched me for the very first time. I could feel it for the very first time. The darkness of the dragon, the very deepest darkness of the dragon. But of course, I could feel the light, I could feel home, I could feel the dragon dimension, the dragon realm, but I could also feel the void. And inside of my dragon's path, I could feel the void many times. The voids, my brothers and sisters, let me explain to you about what this actually is. What kind of a dimension is this? This is not a place. The void is not a place. It's what everyone else actually describes as hell. But in fact, it's not hell because it's not a place where you go if you don't follow the orders of a god. Well, actually, it is actually a bit like this. Now that I think about this, um, if you do not follow your own instincts or your own angels by your side, if you don't follow the instructions of the dragon or the instructions of the dragons by your side, the instructions of your own self, draconic self, it can be that you can get lost inside of the void and never get home. So in fact, it's not obedience that you need, it's not following other people, it's following your own instincts in order to get through the void and not stay there. The greatest god, the god of the void, is called Leviathan. And Leviathan is also a god that can be said as the god of the waters, but also the god of the gates and the god automatically of the void. And the greatest god of the void is, of course, a dragon, a draconic serpent that swims around all of the creations, as well as the dragon's gate. The dragon's gate is where he stands in front. And he calls you welcome once you learned enough, once you are connected to the dragon enough. So because of your dragon by your side is here to guide you through the void, because your dragon by your side knows the void very well, and you should be as well. So you are being taught inside of the great darkness that lives inside of you. And the more that you know about your own darkness, the more that you find your way through the void. Because inside of the void there is actually no creation. It's not a place. It's not a place like you can see it. It lives inside of your dreams. It lives inside when you close your eyes in the greatest darknesses, because there is no creation. And your dragon fears that one day you will stay there, especially Leviathan. Leviathan, the greatest god of all, is actually taking care that we can get through inside of the dragon dimension, that we are being called home inside of the dragon realms. The dragon realm is another side, another creation, another star, another universe. It's where the dragons are home. I've seen this place, I've seen the dragon realm in the first moment when I was awakened. When the dragon said, I'm going to show you something in the change of 2005 and 2006. I'm going to show you where we live. I'm going to show you where you should be. And I've seen actually this paradise realm actually where I didn't want to go away. It only seems like 10 minutes, but I was away for 5 months here. That is how time works differently over there. But inside of the void, it reflects all of your darkness, and you want to go away from there, but most spirits end up there because they have faith in something that is not by their side. They should actually use their instincts. That is why I say to everyone, not only the dragons, people on the dragon's path, but I say this to every one of the humans that understand my voice. I say, use your instincts and use your feelings, the feelings that you have, in order not to get stuck inside of the dragons. I mean, not to get stuck inside of the void, because this void is actually the tunnel that actually you should know where your dragon, your star is, where your light is. Where is your light? That is where you have to find your feelings for. In 2005, I trusted my feelings for the first time. 2005, because I opened up the Dragon's Gate. I was actually connecting to the dragon so much that I was actually together opening the dragon's gate without even knowing it. But I was trusting my feelings because I had this trigger. I've seen the image of the dragon and I opened the gate of the dragon. And with this, the dragon came to me and touched my spirit. And now I was actually opening the gate to the dragon. I was trusting my feelings and my instincts. And now that I could see the dragon by my side, I could see the angel by my side that was actually guiding me the way through the void, the great darkness that I've seen when I was 6 years old. I seen this great darkness and emptiness. That is how I describe this dimension. Empty. It's so empty, and inside this emptiness, it changes you a lot. When you see the dragon realm, it will change you. If you're not changed, you didn't see the dragon realm at all. If you don't change by seeing the void, you've not seen the void. You didn't see the void. It changes you forever. Whenever you've seen the void, you've seen the connection. The connection with your own darkness and your own desires and your own fear. I've seen spirits inside of the void. I even sent my own mom inside of the void because every one of us is connected to it. You are connected to the great darkness, the draconic darkness, and the dragon hell, you can say. But the dragon shouldn't be afraid of it, because the dragon knows the way, because the Leviathan is God over there. Leviathan has always, every one of us, Leviathan is a part of it. You are a part with Leviathan, and you are a part with the void. And the void should be a place that you know the way, because the dragons are the spirits that can guide other spirits, because they know where the gates lie, especially your own gate, where your gate is, the dragon's gate. And it's so important to know where it is. And it's actually very important for every one of us to know their own instincts and what it's going to say to your instincts. I mean, what are your instincts telling you? What are your feelings telling you? It's so darn important. And that is why I don't like religions. They say, come to us, we know the truth. No, you don't. You don't know the truth. I've seen what the truth is for the past 17 years. And no one seems to know it. Whenever I explain something from the void, but people say, it's not real, you are delusional. Well, actually, for the past 17 years, I've seen this draconic hell. I've seen draconic paradise, but I've seen draconic hell as well. And hell, I call this the void because it's empty. And paradise, heaven, I call the dragon realm because it's a dimension of the dragon. And much more than that. People wonder, why are you a vegan? Why are you? Because in the dragon dimension, dragons don't kill, dragons don't die. Death does not exist in the dragon realm. And that is so, it's a dimension of beauty and nature and paradise and the four elements and the dragon gods that protect it and all of the dragons that live there without death. I can only say to the people, I live according to the dragon realm, what I've seen. When they say dragons eat animals, well, not in the dragon realm, not there. Inside of the void, it's all about death. Because death is what people fear the most. And so it lives inside of the void. Death is just a part of the void. It's the part of our darkness, where we should not be afraid of. That is a great moment inside of your dragon's path, when you surpass the void, when you know the way, when you are not really completely affected by it. Of course, you will always be affected by it. Excuse me. You will always be affected by the void, always, whenever you go through. In 2005, whenever I was pushing the dragon away, the dragon said, I'm going to now show you the dragon dimension. But the dragon actually, my dragon actually put something in front of my eyes so that I couldn't see the void. But the second time when I had to go to the dragon, when I was searching for the dragon dimension, I was actually going by myself. But in doing so, I've seen the void and I've never let it behind. I could remember it when I've seen the void. When I was 6 years old, I've seen the void before. And it will always be something different, but the energy is complete the same. Keep in mind, the greatest dragon god, Leviathan, rules over there. Whenever you enter it, the dragon Leviathan will know it once you enter it. But it's all in order. The Leviathan will call you welcome inside of the void, and you can go out. Most of the people cannot go out of the void. They will always remain there. But it's a lesson. It's another step on your dragon's path. The void is a lesson that you need to learn as a dragon follower, because you need to surpass the darkness. You need to be one with the darkness. Not with evil or something like that, but with the darkness, the draconic darkness. You need to be one with the dragon's hell. When I was, I could feel the energies of humans. Of course, I've seen the dragon realm as well, where the dragons are. I could say I live according to my own paradise, where I've seen the dragon, where I've seen the dragon, all of the dragons, my own draconic self that I've seen inside of the dragon realm. I was welcome there, and I felt so home, and I was wondering what kind of a feeling is this? I was being one with the light, my light. The light that I want to reflect upon this earth, on this physical realm. But with every light there is a darkness, because light cannot exist without darkness. And with going to the light, you need to go to the darkness. And the darkness is the void. And I could feel all of the emptiness inside of it. The emptiness of the void. It's so strong. It's changed me. I left something behind the very first time that I've entered the void. Inside of the void, I met the last dragon god, Q, also another name for Lucifer. Lucifer is not a demon or a devil. He is a dragon. He's a dragon that showed me a lot inside of the void. A dragon that had great wisdom and could stop the void whenever he wants, because he was the one with it. He was the one with the darkness. And so should you, so should we all. We should be one with the darkness, but not so that it can consume you, because darkness consumes. You need to be one with it. The dragon is grey, with the light and darkness at the same time. The dragon is all powerful. The dragon is the god and the guardian at the same time. And so should you. You should learn about the void. You should learn about yourself, because inside of the void you can only see yourself, but the darkest part of it. You can never be prepared for what you're going to see inside of the great emptiness. But what we all are connected to it. We all are connected to the void, simply because we are all connected to Leviathan. Every single dragon god, every single dragon spirit, the spirit that you are, the spirit that you are for the dragon that you want to follow, you have Leviathan by your side, and Leviathan is the void.